The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan podcast by night, all day.
Hello, aliens and extraterrestrials. This is JRE Review, and today we will be reviewing Howee Mandel on the Joe Rogan Experience. You may know Howee from Deal or No Deal or America's Got Talent, but do you know he was a stand-up comedian? This is new to me. But check out this video, check out my other ones that are going to be on Howee Mandel, and at the end, stick around for his rating. Where does he stand? Do you enjoy him? All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a blessed day.
Stand-up was the most freeing thing in the world. It was the one place where, unlike, acting, I didn't have to recite any lines. I didn't have to hit any marks. You could do anything. And that's why I've been such an advocate for you and all the people that we talked about earlier, because they seem to be incredibly free.
We're not connected to any kind of censorship anymore. It used to be you were connected, you had to put together an act that was sellable for a sitcom, or you wanted to get on a television show that wouldn't have you on if you were dirty. And so there was all these guys that liked a very specific type of comedy, just like people like a specific type of hip-hop or a specific type of rock music. They like that kind of comedy. That's always been my favorite. And so there was no place where you could just be free other than stand-up comedy. And stand-up comedy in LA was always at least flavored by the entertainment industry. Out here, it's the podcasts. So it's like Your Mom's House is here because Tom Segura's here and Christina Pazitsky's here. Tim Dillon's show's here. Duncan Trussell's here. It's like all the Tony Hinchcliffe, who has Kill Tony, which is the best live podcast in the world, where they do live stand-up and amateurs actually get a career out of it. Like they get to do 1 minute and get judged and critiqued by comics, and everybody goofs on everybody. And guys have gone on to become headliners from that show.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what the shift is out here.
Yeah.
Were you out here before them?
I came out first.
Right.
But Ron White was already here. Ron White moved here before the pandemic. He fucking loves it. He goes, I fucking love it. It's the best fucking city in the world. And I was like, God damn it, Ron White's smart. Maybe he's right. And when the pandemic hit and we came to look out here and my kids loved it, I was like, I'm in. And my wife reluctantly at first, but loves it now. And now I couldn't imagine living anywhere else. It's fucking amazing. There's so many great comics out here right now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But you feel that this is the epicenter, don't you?
Well, I wanted to build it to give people a real stand-up home. I mean, we already had shows that we're doing at the Creek and the Cave and the Vulcan pretty much every week. But I wanted to do something where it was like really designed to, first of all, to foster new talent. So we have 2 open mic nights, 2 nights. And then we have, after the open mic nights, the door guys. All the people that work there, guys and gals, they all audition. So they're all stand-ups. And so all those people are very talented. And so they get like real stage time in front of packed crowds.
That's what the Comedy Store used to be.
Yes. Well, that's what we're trying to do. And we're trying to do it in a way where, everybody gets paid. There's plenty of money going around. It's a really warm, welcoming environment. There's plenty of fun. There's a lot of really great comics you could watch. You might walk in there and boom, Rich Voss is on stage. You walk in there, Shane Gillis is on stage.
Yeah, Bill Burr dropped into the amateur.
Bill Burr's on stage.
The open mic the other night?
Yeah, he did 2 nights in a row.
Yeah.
You see Dave Chappelle shows up. I mean, it's like that's what I wanted. And the fact that it happened so quickly and it worked out so well. So it's like it took a long time to design, a long time to build, but we did it the right way. And this guy, Richard Weiss, who's the architect and the designer, he's the fucking man. And he put it together. I'll have him on one of these days to talk about it because it's really interesting. He knows a lot about Austin history. So in the green room, all the posters around the green room, those are all from people that actually performed at the Ritz. Because it used to be a punk rock club. So it was like Butthole Surfers and the Misfits and shit. All these
That's
like
the club
tour
that's
posters.
now the...
Yeah. That's where the mothership is. It's the Ritz Theater.
Did you buy the building?
Yeah. It's a theater from 1927. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
It's pretty wild.
You got to be proud.
I'm very happy.
But so we were talking about these guys and these podcasts. I'm also, I'm torn because I am attached to that LA scene in as far as I enjoy doing America's Got Talent. I don't want, so there's a dichotomy between loving that kind of comedy, wanting to do that kind of comedy, and still taking a check from
still
NBC.
In LA. The store's still in LA.
Right, but I'm talking about what you
out.
can do on stage versus
Yes, but yeah, if you want to stay on America's Got Talent, you can't get too crazy.
No. But my leaning is that's what I watch, that's what I like, that's what I share amongst my friends. When I started out, and I was just doing like HBO specials. I did about 10 cable specials. That's what I was doing even before I got St. Elsewhere. And then I just like what network TV has. I had a great time doing Deal or No Deal. I had a great time doing AGT. I have a great time even I'm doing a podcast with my daughter. But I also love that kind of humor that you and your buddies do.
And you want to do it?
Yeah. that's my
You should do it.
That's my sense of humor.
You should do it.
Yeah, but yes, I should. I have to. I just.
Thing is, if you get in trouble and they get rid of you, you'll just be selling out arenas everywhere.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at Gillis, right?
It's not going to hurt you.
No.
No, I don't think so. I think if they're smart, they'd keep you on. I mean, you're not going to be mean. You know?
I'm not mean.
No,
it's just that
it's just raunchy.
But I think that raunchy. I think when something's wrong, when something's dark, that's why it's funny.
Sometimes, yeah, if you can find the right formula.
But even in the most mundane jokes, like you said, these guys that write jokes. If two guys walk into a bar, it's not a joke unless something fucked up happens to one of them. If they just walk in, they have a drink and leave, that's not a joke.
Right.
That's a story.
Right.
It may be a humorous story about what happened, but if it's a joke, something horrible has to happen to one of them.
Right.
Right.
And something ridiculous has to be the result.
And sometimes it's funny because it's so wrong.
Yeah.
Because you're pushing the edge. And here we are in this millennium, and that edge seems to be moving back for more of the public. And I love that you can swim in this pond, which is a huge pond now. There are more people playing arenas than ever before. Ever when I started out, nobody was playing arenas. It was a big deal when Dice did.
Yeah.
You know?
Dice was the first, right?
I think before that,
Steve Martin.
Yes, Steve Martin. Let's Get Small Tour was the first one, and I went to see it. I've never seen a comic in an arena, and it was like fucking rock and roll. And now every second comic is in an arena.
A lot of comics are now.
It's a lot.
It's the internet presence. It's podcasts and Netflix specials and YouTube specials.
I got into podcasting not for stand up. I got into podcasting just to have a reason to sit with my daughter.
That's cool.
And talk. Yeah, it is. It's fun.
That's cool. Listen, man, you could do whatever you want.
Thank you.
But I get how you're feeling, and I get that you're attached to these things you enjoy doing.
Yeah. I do like it, but I love watching you. I'm a huge fan of what you're doing.
Let's see what happens tonight. Everybody has yonder bags, so the phones will be locked up so you can get crazy.
They do? At your club?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
I love it. So then I can do my...
you can get crazy. We'll tell everybody. Don't tell anybody.
Don't tell anybody that I said cunt. Can I say cunt?
You definitely can.
No, on this.
Yeah, you did.
I was...
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan podcast by night.